Hello and welcome back to Boo Bear Trader. Today in this video, I will review 3 stocks that will have earning tomorrow and 3 stocks that were requested by my viewer and subscribers. So I will start with SEC Limited. Alright, so if we look back about a year ago, a little bit more than a year ago, it started from here, connecting to last low in April, and we come here to this date. And what you can see is, let's zoom in a little bit here. You can see the last earning, it jumped, right? So what happened today? The day before, Friday. You can see it's actually closed the gap already and then bounced, and it made the hammer, right? And it was very oversold as well, so it jumped. All right, so let's see what's going on for this stock. So short term, we have something like this. Okay, so that we got the short-term channel. So in a way, it's still in the channel. It broke out. That's right here. Okay, pull back and then pull all the way back here, touching this support. Came up, pull back, and then going sideways now. But it looked like we got this support right here. And what you can see from this green line is it touching the bottom of this candle, top this candle, top this candle. So I say it got a good midterm support in play. And it got the support, the oversold condition, so it bounced. That's about right. All right, so what's next? Long term, look like it's still oversold as well. So I say that we will have about 60% bounce to at least here, right here at 167. Okay, so 167, about 60% of a bounce. Pull back 40%. Where will it go? Probably right here at the long-term support and short-term support, as well as right around the green line as well. I would say 145, but since we got these this whole buy zone right here, I would call it 140. Okay, and 40%, 140 of a pullback. Let's see if I see anything else here. Okay, nope, that's it for SE. Next we have NBIS Group, NBIS. All right, so you can see it's still actually bouncing on this support. Was the trend line resistant, now support. You can see it kind of did my prediction. Last time I looked at it was about the middle of October when I got back. So I said, okay, most likely we're going to come back, touch the trend line here, and then bounce. So it did. All right, now what? From what I'm seeing is almost like an M right now. Short term is about neutral, long term is still overbought. Therefore, I think we have about 55%. Usually I would say 60, but now I only say 55. Why? Because it's still at a support, so I minus 5%. So 55% are pullback due to overbought condition. And usually when it tests, it come back into the channel. So 89 at about 55%. Okay, so it's decent. 45% if the number coming pretty good, and outlook is if outlook is positive, will come to 134. Okay, so it is pretty decent chance. All right. It might also break below this trend line as well. We don't know, but if it does, I have another level for which is 75. Okay, I'm gonna just leave it here. I'm not sure I'm gonna go that low, but you just never know. Okay? And the gap over here is 65, so we still don't know. Most likely I see 89 and 134. Okay, next we have Oklo. Oklo, same thing like NBIS, right? It broke out, but looked like coming back. Here is another thing that I see. Hold on. It looks like we might have a head and shoulder somewhere right here. All right, so where is it? Wait a minute. Shoulder. Okay. So here is the left shoulder, and then the shoulder. Okay. All right. Basically, it already formed head and shoulder. Let's do a quick measurement to see where it might go. How low will it go? Okay, look like if it play out like it usually would have gone, it might come down to here. And look at where it is. The midterm support. I would say, yeah, midterm support. Okay, so we will leave this line here. Okay, anyway, for now, let's come back here. Okay, so let's see. Let me zoom out a little bit. All right, so you can see it coming back to test this level. short term is over, so long term is getting back to neutral. Well, I would say most likely we might have a little bit of a bounce, okay, just a little bit, coming back to this blue line here as a short-term support, right, from previous here. But if we look at this, a very, very short term, let me put this, okay, actually, okay, let's say this is very, very short term. Very, very short term, it actually right at the top of the resistance, which means it has more chance of a pullback to here, or even down to here, right here. Where's that line? Right here. Okay, so let's pick it this line. So it's 84, but it's also kind of like line up with this support, so I will remove it so it's easy to see. So 84, it looked like it will hit about, I would say, 55 to 60%. Whereas a bounce will be around 40-45% to only 127, 128. So 128. Okay. So normally, if it coming below the support, it will usually come back and test it. For the short-term trend, actually right now it doesn't look like a short-term trend that way, but this looked like to me is actually, oh no, this is actually becoming the support, the trend of the short-term channel right now. Okay, so if we really go to the really short term, we have like a wedge like this, and you see was a line right here and the line right here. So all three lines converging around 84 to 87. Okay, so if it comes down to that area, especially 87 right here, the green line, most likely it will bounce. So let it come up like that, most likely it will bounce back to at least let's say 100. Okay, so either way, we'll come down, we'll have a bounce or not, we will bounce. And you can see if it bounce to 100, it's going to hit this resistance here a little bit as well. So you can see there's a lot of area here. It will play out. So come down, will bounce. Come up here, it might come back down like this as well. But now for short term, I do see it coming back down a little bit and then bounce. Okay. But keep in mind, if it play the whole head and shoulder, it will come down to as low as 54. Okay. So that is something, maybe it will come down, bounce, and then pull back and then hit this level. All right, we don't know, but that might work in the future. All right, so this one, NVIDIA, you can see the past 2 months ago, I was looking at it and predicting a bounce, a pullback, bounce again, and a pullback lower. But you can see it did it, but it actually went higher, not lower as I expected. So you can see that the direction might be right, but the level might not be right. Well, you know what? Just to remind you and remind myself as well, these are just prediction. Don't go by it because it will change constantly. For example, on Friday, you can see everybody was bearish and sell, and boom. The end of the day, on Friday, it went up and then it gapped up. So, you look at it and you just predict, give it the best shot and call it a day, because nobody knows. All right, now what's going on? You can see this is the short-term trend for about 2.5 months now. All right, so I've been bouncing between these two orange lines. So right now it's in the middle, short term and long term. Well, long term is a little bit overbought. Short term is kind of like neutral right now. So I'm thinking we might come up a little bit more, but not much more. Maybe 1% or 2%. And then it's gonna head down. We're gonna head down to this red and orange line. Red line, where is it? It's a long-term resistance from 2024. Actually, it might even, oh, look at this. It went all the way from 2021 high. Okay. So, it's looked like NVIDIA is trying to bounce, breaking out, okay? And if it does, it might be able to head higher, but look like it's gonna come back down from, let's say, 189 to about 192, and maybe gonna bounce again, okay? But I'm not sure. From here, it might bounce again like this, or even go further and hit right at this level 174. So these are the level that I'm watching, but I don't bet a farm on this because NVIDIA is one of the stock right now that it actually move however it wants. Even though it might, you might catch a break on it and maybe predict the correct direction, but the level is not good. We might not be able to get the correct level. But if any breaking down, oh, and here's another thing. It might have head and shoulder as well. This is the shoulder right here. Right? Let's say this is the shoulder right here. Okay, this is the head right here. And now maybe this will be the next shoulder. Okay? So we are talking about something like this in the very near future. We don't know, but this is where I am looking at it as well. So it might come down. All right. So you need, if you really want to invest in NVIDIA, or I should say, if I look into invest in NVIDIA, I will wait a little bit until it hit this level, around 189, 190 for a bounce. But it is a tough one. Okay, it is a tough one. This is why I'm not buying NVIDIA right now. SNY. Okay, so 2-3 weeks ago, I look back and say that for the stock, you can see it's been bouncing between the red and the green line, right? And then it pulled back. I expected a pullback, but it actually went a little bit more before pulling back. But now it's actually coming back again to test the level is 51. So let's take a look and see what's going on with the stock. It doesn't have it. Also, right now is a little bit at a tighter range. So you know what? No, let me make it as the short-term trend. Okay, so you can see it's like a wedge a little bit. So it been bouncing, tried to break out of these two levels, but couldn't. Pull back at the support, bounce again. Well, it's right at the resistance again. The good thing is it's actually short-term. It's actually a little bit overbought long-term. So I'm thinking it might gonna come back again before bouncing more. And maybe the next time it will break out. And the next level is 54. Yep. So it might hit 54 the next. Might not be this time, but next time. For SNY. Yeah, I don't see much for this stock. It just, if you go back about 3 to 5 years, the price right now is about average. What's nice about it is that it got dividend of 3.2, right? But last it was this. I'm not sure it's gonna pay dividend or not now. Doesn't look like it, so we don't know. We will see. I have to check more on this and see. Oh, actually, let me check Yahoo to see if it has any info on this stock. I think my kids bought this stock too. So it does have a dividend of 4.3. But last time it was, so maybe they paid twice a year or something. I'm not sure. But for now, look like we might have a pullback before a bounce. All right. Next is pay. All right. So let me see. Short term is over, but you can see the gap, and then it ran up. Short term is neutral. If I look back about 3 years, it went down a lot and then came up. So right now it tried to break the previous level. Okay. Short term, it looked like we have something like this. It's just almost like a very, like, going sideways. If I connect this, and then all right, so we'll have something like this for short term. Okay, so it's a wedge. And what weird about this stock is it jumped a lot, but then it pulled back a lot as well. So this time it will try to break above. But as you can see from here, look like it's gonna keep heading, go to the right of the wedge. So I think it might come back again, at least to $30 before a bounce back. Okay, so 30 and then 39. Okay, sometime it just this predictable with certain stock, and this one is interesting too. So maybe if I go back all the way here from low in March, you can see it's actually still bouncing on this support, and it's grinding up higher, but within this wedge now. So I expect it to keep grinding higher until it break out or break down. Okay, so that's it. Thanks for requesting and watching. Please hit a like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.